Well, good morning. It's 6:53 and I woke up like I don't know where I am, and I've just been kidnapped and I'm not in the right house. The morning skinny is definitely doing his thing, but this lighting also has a pretty big. But I'm gonna take my fasted supplements like I do every morning. I usually take some zinc, some magnesium, some D3, some C, and some fish oil. Divulge. I wonder if I stare at the coffee pot for long enough, it'll get nervous and effectively move faster. I think it's working, guys. What are the signs that a man is going crazy? Is it when he starts talking to coffee pots, or when he wakes up at 6:40 in the morning with no rhyme or reason? I don't know. That's a good question, John. Thanks, John. We're gonna play a quick 10-minute game of chess to wake my... Where's my coffee? God! We're gonna play a quick 10-minute round of chess to wake my mind up in the morning. You already know we take those dubs, baby. It's too easy. Bro really tried to propose a draw when I was plus 19 points on him with 2 queens after he sacked his rook for no reason. He's like, hey, can we draw? I mean, this could be a draw. Dude, as I'm like mating 2, he's like, yo, can we draw? I'm like, no, I'm gonna checkmate you. There is no draw. There is no even. You're dead. Bro really out here thinking that chess is a calm game. No, bro. Now, the agenda for this video today is I just actually want to hit arms, and I wanted an excuse to film. So I'm going to film myself doing arms. Because tomorrow I'm working out with Jacob and we're benching. And I didn't want 3 chest days in a row. And that seems sketchy. It doesn't seem like I actually hit legs or any body part at that. I promise I hit legs. But I need to go hit some fasted cardio. My car broke down last weekend, so I have to go use the bus. Nothing like your daily dose of feet smell and weird looking people to get you fired up for fasted cardio. You know, guys, it's crazy. I was just picking out my clothes and I decided to flex in the mirror because, you know, any reflective surface I walk by, I'm probably going to flex in it. A microwave, a glass window, a car window is probably the best. It's extra points if I scare a family of 5 because their windows are tinted and they just stare at me like I was looking at myself and I'm like, damn, this physique was my pump at one point in my life. Like, I would go to the gym to look like this, and now that I'm growing, my pump is growing, which is honestly crazy because you're never going to catch up to your pump. You know, you're going to go to the gym and you're going to look good. In 3-4 months time, you're probably going to look like that. You know, with proper consistency and training and sleep and diet and all those factors, you can get where you want to be faster than you think. But the moral of the story, just stay consistent with anything that you're doing, whether that be finances or acting, or even relationships. Just stay consistent at whatever you're doing. And you can go so much farther than the average person, because the average person doesn't want to work that hard. The average person would rather say, I'm going to do this tomorrow, instead of there is no tomorrow, Rocky style, and just do it today and grind that out today, you know. A quick little rant. I'm actually going to get dressed now. some breakfast. I got 6 eggs and some avocado toast. I don't have avocados, so I just use guacamole. It's basically the same thing, right? Plus I love guacamole, so I mean I'll literally smear that on anything. I'm gonna put a couple eggs on this bitch, like so, and then I'm gonna bite the shit out of it. Hold on, let me get some yolk in there. Give me some yolk action. That might be one of the best things I've ever put in my mouth. That is really good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm about to grill some chicken later and make it with some rice. We're gonna have a shit ton of carbs before we go to the gym. And I have Oxy Shred too, so I'm gonna sweat like a pig. And hopefully burn off all of the Easter candy that I had over the weekend. Totally just deviated from my diet. There was no sense of, I didn't track any calories over the weekend. I ate whatever my mom made and just a shitload of candy. Like that's all I ate. So this is my rebound. I'm definitely going through sugar withdrawals. I'll see you guys for meal number 2. I'm gonna grill up some chicken, but first I'm gonna finish this and probably knock out a couple assignments. But I'll see y'all then. Alright, so what we got here is 260 grams of grilled chicken breast that I just grilled up about 30 minutes ago, and then we got a cup of rice, and I like to put some buffalo sauce on there just for spice, and my meat kind of gets dry because I didn't use olive oil this time. I just like to moisturize it a little bit. We got some pre-workout electrolyte mix. This isn't my actual pre-workout, I just like to drink an electrolyte mix before the gym. We're gonna go hit arms after this, so see you at the gym. Some of you guys might be thinking, John, why is it light outside? Why do you have different clothes on? Well, I fell asleep when I was supposed to go hit arms, so I guess that'll just I'll make that my rest week or my rest day for the week. But it's literally the next morning. I said yesterday that I'm going to bench with Jacob today. I guess that'll just be the video instead. So I'm gonna have 3 videos in a row that are just chest, which I mean I don't have a problem with, but it's just the fact that I have 3 videos in a row that are chest. It's a little suspicious, isn't it? I'm gonna put y'all on game. 2 servings of the Kodiak Power Mix, which comes out to about like 127 grams. Put an egg in there for some extra thickness and protein. And then you go in with 200 grams of milk, whatever milk. I use almond milk just because I'm cutting. But 200 grams of milk, and it comes out to the perfect amount of like thickness. Like it's not too thin, but it's also not too thick. If you slap some butter on there, I use ghee butter, but it makes it all the better.
I had a way then, losing it all on my own. I had a heart then, but the queen has been overthrown. And I'm not sleeping now, the dark is too hard to beat. And I'm not keeping now the strength I need to push me. You show the lights that stop me, turn to stone. You shine me when I'm alone, and so I tell myself that I'll be strong. Dreaming when they're gone, 'cause they're calling, calling, calling me, calling, calling, calling home. You show the lights that stop me, turn to stone. You shine me when I'm alone.
That's the craziest part. The Pentagon is in the proper spot.
That's so sick.
I don't know, you might have to turn down the exposure.
I got it.
Whenever you're editing, overlay a test small.
What's up, guys? Editor John here. I just wanted to say it's 3:20 in the morning. Not a soul is awake, and I'm up here editing in my room, wide awake. Feels like I had a cup of coffee. Like I'm so wired for no reason. But I really enjoy editing. Like I didn't know how much I enjoyed it until I started editing my YouTube videos, like my last two. I stayed up until 4:30 one morning editing my last YouTube video because I just couldn't stop. Like I get in this creative flow where I just keep thinking of crazy ideas, and I just think it's the coolest thing because I can really get in the creative workshop. And this video is completely mine, 100% original ideas. I can do whatever I want with it. I literally put a Minecraft sound in. I thought it was the corniest shit ever, but I was like, screw it. It fits. It's gonna be funny, hopefully. But I really don't even care because I just thought it was cool that I can put a Minecraft sound in my video, you know? But it's just one of those things where I never really thought that I would enjoy it until I started, and now I can't stop. And I have to force myself to go to bed now. I mean, look at this. It looks like I'm controlling an airplane with how many buttons there is. Like, this is so cool. I'm only halfway through. I never want this to end. Like, this is so cool. But with that being said, if you found my video somewhat entertaining, if you laughed at least once, just hit the subscribe button. I make videos at least once or even sometimes twice a week, depending on my schedule. But yeah, if you subscribe, I'll love you forever, and I'll tell my mom about us. That's pretty cool. But I'll see you guys in the next video. I don't know what it'll be, but it will not be chess. I can promise you that. I'm not making another chess video for at least a week.